Hi guys, it's Arena. Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I feed my kids. Now, watching what kids eat videos are one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube because sometimes I feel like I'm sort of lost with ideas because you sort of get into the same sort of routine every single time you go to the grocery store, and you end up making the same things for your kids and for yourself as well. So sometimes it's really nice to watch a video and get inspired. So I thought that maybe I could share some inspiration with you as well. I shot a little over a week actually. So just to let you know, we are currently in Seoul, Korea. I'm Canadian, so it's not like a full-on Korean breakfast every single day. So there are a little bit of like Western influences, and it's sort of just kind of all mixed together. My general philosophy for feeding my kids is, one, now that my kids are somewhat older and they're not babies anymore, I generally feed them what I eat myself. Maybe sometimes I cut it up into smaller pieces for them, but that's pretty much it. The second is that I try to offer them a variety of things, whether it be different ingredients or different flavors, because I think it's really important to be able to allow your child to experience all these different tastes so that when they get older, they don't get as picky as well. And my next philosophy is simply to make the eating experience enjoyable. So it's not just about putting foods in their stomachs, it's also about getting them to really enjoy eating and, you know, experimenting and trying different foods, and giving them also the freedom to say no to something as well. Okay, so on the first day that I recorded this, they had 북엇국, which is basically dried pollock soup, I think. Doesn't sound as appetizing in English. They had spinach, which is a common side dish in Korean cuisine, samchi, which is basically grilled mackerel, and some strawberries. My kids love strawberries. On the second day, they had, this is sort of a very simple breakfast. This is on a lazy day, and it's one of our comfort foods. I personally love this. It's chia seeds with yogurt, hemp seeds, and granola, fresh strawberries and bananas on top with a sprinkle of maple syrup. Of course, it's Canadian. On the third day, we had boiled eggs, oranges, we had grilled cheese, and I think on this day I used Gruyere cheese, if that's how you pronounce it, and some whole milk. My son loves milk. On the next day, my kids had watermelons because they're in season right now, pistachios, almonds, and again the chia seed yogurt with granola. And I think on this day we had this bread. I think my husband bought it. It's actually Squid Ink Bread. I know it sounds really weird, but when you go to a Korean bakery and you see bread that's like completely black, that's actually made using squid ink. You can't really taste it. You can't really taste the difference, but that's what it is. On the next day, we had a beef bone broth soup with multigrain rice and tons of sukkat. Usually I use chives or green onions, but in this case we had fresh sukkat, which I think in English, I looked it up, it says crown daisy or chrysanthemum greens, but it's so good. Like, it has this sort of like herbally smell to it, and it's really delicious. And along with the soup, I decided to grill some steak. So this breakfast was like super meaty. I don't know what happened here, but at least we have a little bit of greens. So the next morning, I made them scrambled eggs with herbs, some whole grain toast with ghee butter. Ghee butter is the only butter I use simply because it has a high smoke point. So it's very versatile with cooking, and it's also good for you. And I gave them strawberries and some vegetable juice that the yogurt ajumma sells outside. It has like cute Bororo characters on it. So the next morning, they had some beef patties that we made at home. These beef patties not only contain beef, but we also put in tons of vegetables as well. Carrots, onions, young squash, which are kind of like the Korean zucchinis. And then we had 장조림 on the side. This is a common side dish. usually using beef, but sometimes people put in quail eggs as well. And basically it's the beef and quail eggs boiled in soy sauce and some fresh bell peppers on the side. The morning after that, we had, oh, this was like a fruity day. I don't know what happened here either. We had raspberries, oranges, cherry tomatoes, and some scrambled eggs with herbs. If at all possible, I like to kind of squeeze in herbs or like cinnamon and different sort of flavors here and there. And on the last day, they had a pretty traditional Korean breakfast. Rice with seaweed soup using beef, grilled salmon, and I grilled the salmon in garlic and ghee butter, some cherry tomatoes, and of course the spinach side dish that you saw quite often. So yeah, that's basically it. That's a total of 9 days. Generally, my rule is a lot of vegetables, a little bit of meat and a little bit of grains and a bit of fruit as well. Sometimes I don't balance it out perfectly, as you saw, but you know, I try. But the important thing is that your children's plates are colorful, nutritious, and delicious. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I did label this video what my kids eat in a week with breakfast on the side, hoping that if you guys do enjoy it, I can do one for lunch and dinner and snacks as well. So if you guys do enjoy it, let me know it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, have an amazing week. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Bye! 안녕! Coconut water these days?
I do when I get thirsty, but I don't get thirsty. No.
Yummy.
What I do is drink water.